Hello. Time to start this Kiridashi build. As you can see, it has been cut out, profiled, and about to throw it in the heat treat oven. See, it's getting up in temperature right now. I'm gonna throw this thing in there at about 1,000 degrees. And then once it hits 1525, I'll be letting it soak for about 7-10 minutes and then dunking it in some oil. So let's get started. Alright guys, so got to 1525. It's been soaking in there for 7 minutes. Time to quench. Alright guys, so got that heat treat scale on there now. You can still kind of see that Damascus pattern in there. Pretty cool. Gonna go in my little tempering oven, aka toaster oven. Gonna do 2 1-hour cycles at about 375. So yeah. But Eddie, why do you temper the steel? Let me tell you why. You have to temper the steel because straight out of heat treat, it's super hard, which means it's super brittle. And if it falls, it can crack, it can break, and there's really no springiness in the steel. So you want to heat it up to a temperature that's below the critical point and just soften the steel a little bit. And what that does is give it some springiness so that it would bend instead of just snapping. And yeah, it just makes it a useful tool because when it's super hard like that, it's really not that useful. So, yeah. You might be asking yourself, why you got a new shirt on? Well, that's because I heat treated and tempered this little guy late last night. And yeah, I like sleep. So I had to go ahead and do that first. But now, since I'm awake, all freshed up with my Back to the Future shirt on, I am ready to start on this build again. And what I'm going to do now is use this little brass rod to insert into the handle. Got to cut some pieces first and then peen it in there. And you'll see why I need to do that in a second. Or actually in a minute. For me, like 10 minutes, but this video is going to go fast now. Alright, so now that it's peened, I'm going to go and grind the flats, get that all nice and flat, and get that heat treat scale off. guys, so got everything nice and flat and shiny, and you guys got the shortcut because there was a lot more work than what I actually took video of. So I'm taking all this video on my phone, which means, you know, I'm filling it up and can't take too much video, nowhere near as much as I should. I'm probably going to get a camera so I could, you know, you guys could see more of the process, but just little tidbits here and there, just so you guys have an idea of what goes into making something like this. So, all right, I put these brass inserts in here and ground them flat because that's what I drill and tap to attach the handles. And that was a trick my buddy and mentor Alan Foltz taught me. And it's just easier to tap brass, and you barely break any taps. I don't think I've broken one tap in 3 years. So, and I've still been using the same tap. So, yeah, just a nice little trick here. And yeah, let's get to that. All right, gonna drill the first holes here for the handles. Then I use a drill bit of the same size in that hole to keep it nice and lined up for the second hole. Don't need the clamp anymore. So I drilled the first hole, smaller, that's the tap drill bit, and now I need to drill the through. So it's a drill bit that's just a little bit wider to allow the screw to just fall right through there, and then the last thing is to drill the counter bore so that the screw sits flush with the handle material. So, gonna do that now. So I need to tap these holes, and then I also need to shorten the screws. So what I do is I put them in the hole here, hold that up to the blade tang so that I can see how short these screws need to get. And yeah, let's just get to that. All right, so get the tap in here. It's a 256 tap. Part in here, get some cutting lubricant, put a drop in that hole, drop in the other hole, that's it. Once you get this stuff, guys, that's right there, 3 years of use, so you don't use much of it, not for tapping anyway. I get you guys a better look over here. Alrighty. And that one's done. Just gotta back it out. That's it for tapping, guys. So I just shortened the screws, but I wanted to show you guys how short they get. That's a regular screw, and that's the screw I had to grind down. So I had to grind 4 of those down, the same exact size. And yeah, so now they're little nubs, but it was what needed to happen. So let's put this bad boy together. Alrighty. So as you can see, I need to grind all this flush with the tang, but now I have it screwed on there, so I can do that. It's coming together nicely. And actually, guys, I'm losing space on my phone, so this is going to be a two-part video. That was the first part. Thank you for watching. And the next part, I will be finishing up, cleaning up all the edges, grinding the bevel, and doing the case for it. So stay tuned. Take it easy, guys. Peace!